Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? And yes, our Super EZA for this Metal Cooler celebration. I guess we can't call it that. We could call it that, whatever the case is. But Open the Gates of Hell Cooler Final Form is getting his Super EZA, and I took a look over on the details beforehand so that I can make a proper introduction here. And whilst it has the potential to be very, very good, and will definitely, well, I say definitely, but quite possibly be an extreme help in doing this Wicked Bloodline mission for Stage 7 of Seriously Serious All Out Battles. However, it can take a bit for him to build up. So I have here the old details, and we can go ahead and look at them very quickly. So this is the extreme type 120 leads, or 100 leads to 130 leads, whatever the case was. 120% attack and defense. A additional attack that has a medium chance, 30%, of becoming a super attack. And for every attack performed, 8% attack and defense, up to 80%. So that's going to be turned on its head. As you can see, there is a load more of information here in the passive. 200% attack and defense right off the bat. An additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Super class allies gain 20% attack and defense, and extreme class allies gain 2 ki and 40% attack and defense. That they are allowing this to be on a superclass team is kind of mind-boggling. Again, Final Trump Card, Transformation Boost, Space Traveling Warriors, those have superclass, teammates, but why would you? For one turn from the character's entry turn, he has another additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack. And when attacking with 12 or more ki, 100% attack, and when receiving an attack with 12 or more ki on 100% defense. I do like that. When all allies attacking the same turn are movie bosses or terrifying conquerors category characters, and you want to get this part of the passive, so try not to bring in any super types. 150% attack and defense, and 15% damage reduction, as well as another 50% chance of launching a additional super attack. So by the time we go through these two probables, we won't know which one of these is the guaranteed additional. Besides, if this is a super attack from the passive, and that there's a potential system one coming afterwards. But like I said, it could take a while to get to that point where he's good, because for every attack performed, 30% attack and defense up to 150%, and then 50% defense and chance of performing a critical hit of 20% within the turn. And then for every super attack performed, 10% damage reduction up to 50%. So we have a very similar situation with the STR Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta from the 10th anniversary, where he needs to get 5 or 6 super attacks or something like that before he gets an additional 30% damage reduction. And we have this here where he's got to do super attacks to get that extra damage reduction. And yes, 65% damage reduction is decent, but he doesn't have guaranteed additional super attacks. He has a 50% chance of a guaranteed additional super attack, and 2 super attacks. One is a 2 additional attacks where one is a 70% chance of becoming a super attack, and the other is 50%. When attacking as the second attack on a turn, another 20% chance of critting, and a high chance of launching an additional super attack. So another 50% chance of a guaranteed additional super attack. And then when attacking as the third attacker in a turn, a 40% additional critical chance, and a guaranteed additional super attack. And then movie bosses category allies gain 10% attack for 3 turns. So, like I was saying before, this has the potential to be very, very good. But it can take a while for him to build up because he doesn't have guaranteed additional super attacks outside of the third attacker return. So that could be a while to happen. So, yeah. All in all, pretty solid as a kit. So we have 200% defense here, another 100% defense here, so we're sitting at 300, right? Another 150% defense here, so 450% defense. Another 150% defense, so in a 600% total defense, and then another 50% defense. And chance of performing a critical hit of 20% within the turn. So he has possible 6 or 7 additional attacks in a turn. So this could be another 200 to 300 or 350% defense for the most part. And that's not insignificant at all, especially because each different line of the passive multiplies into the current defense calculation. So the 200% extra defense, 40% extra defense from the support, plus then this 150% attack and defense, this all will add on top of each other. So it's not an insignificant amount. I just hope that it's not so difficult to build up this damage reduction so that he can get up to 65% damage reduction by the second time he's up. And you don't have to put him in slot 3 for that to occur. I wish there was a guaranteed additional super attack in slot 2 and not a 50% chance of it being an additional super attack. So calculating here, we have a 70% chance of an additional super attack, so that's a guaranteed additional attack. Another guaranteed additional attack for the first turn, that's a 50% chance of becoming a super attack. So that's 2 additional attacks guaranteed. Then we have a 50% chance for 2 additional super attacks, or a 50% chance and a guaranteed. So up to 6 attacks with the hidden potential system for turn 1, right? And then any subsequent one is 5 attacks. Over time, he's just getting stronger, but up to a certain amount of time. So it's 5 attacks and 5 super attacks for that to occur. And I think for a Super EZA, it's solid. I don't know how solid this will be because of how long it could take, potentially, for him to fully build up. That's all. I couldn't say for sure that the 50% proc is just not going to activate very often, considering I can, you know, with 80% chance to dodge or 90% chance to dodge, still not dodge a super attack. I don't know. It's hard to quantify what's going to happen when there's a random number generator involved. But let me know your thoughts, please, in the comment section down below. Do you like this Super EZA? What are your thoughts? Do you think they could have done better? What could they have done better? Do you think they did perfectly fine? Which part of this kit strikes you folks the most as the best part for this final form cooler? Let me know your thoughts, please. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, folks. If you are new here or you aren't already, please consider subscribing. Take care, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goshin signing off.